Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Gaming Greats GameStop exclusive Clone Jet Troopers. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. If that's your sort of thing, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit that bell notification icon so you stay notified when I do upload new content. And if you do enjoy this video or any other video that I put out, please remember to give them a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. With all of that out of the way, guys, once again, we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Star Wars Black Series Hasbro Gaming Greats GameStop exclusive Clone Jet Troopers. Now, these guys are so amazing. I mean, just look at these guys. And obviously, you see that I got two because in my warped OCD mind of toy collecting and army building, I saw two of these guys running around together, just as you see here. And also, just in a squad of clone troopers, I feel like whenever you see these guys in Battlefront and stuff, there's always multiples of them around and just flying around and whatnot. So in my head, I was like, if I'm going to get one of these, I have to get two. So I went ahead and got two of them, and I couldn't be happier because these guys are honestly amazing. They are utilizing the old Clone Trooper body, which I personally love a lot more than the new one. The new body has a bit more articulation and whatnot, but what it gives you, it kind of takes away a bit. We'll definitely talk about that more in depth as we take a closer look and start taking a look at the articulation, and I'll elaborate what I'm talking about. But before we get into articulation, why don't we go ahead and take a look at everything that these guys come with. So if you guys didn't know, these are based off the Battlefront 2 Jet Clone Troopers. So if you play that game, you should recognize these guys, which is why they're part of the Gaming Greats line. But as all Black Series guys, they don't come with too much. They give you a blaster and a jetpack. So why don't we go ahead and pull this guy forward so that way we can take the stuff out of his hands and get a closer look at him. Obviously, the blaster is going to be the same. I'll go ahead and just let him drop as the ones we've gone before with all the other clone troopers that come with a pistol blaster. So same thing there. And we do get a jetpack that is essentially just Jango Fett's, just repainted. Unfortunately, it's repainted kind of badly. I don't know if you guys can see, but the paint line right there is not straight whatsoever, whereas this one is. So yeah, paying a little extra and getting a little less. Ah, man, Hasbro, come on. They're so good on their other lines like G.I. Joe, Marvel, Transformers. I don't know what the fuck is going on in their Star Wars division. That stuff just passes through, Marvel Legends, some of them come with alternate hands and heads. These guys barely come with enough accessories. I would love to have like a clone trooper come with a fisted hand or a moving forward hand or something interesting to make it interesting. Unfortunately, they just pack them in with a bunch of secret pans and call it a day. So yeah, but that is it in terms of accessories. Like I said, they only come with a blaster and a jetpack. So let's go ahead and start taking a nice closer look at this guy. So as you can see, the paint isn't as bad on the actual clone body as it was on the jetpack, so that's good. Like I said, it is utilizing that old clone trooper body, so you're not going to have those soft elbow and knee pads. Thankfully, I personally hate that. And that's what I was referring to earlier when I said that the new body gives us some more articulation, slightly more articulation, but it doesn't give us too much, and it still kind of takes away. It takes away from that articulation in a sense because you're afraid kind of to bend their elbows so much that they pinch the soft plastic and tear it, because then you're not going to have an elbow pad or a knee pad. So that's why I personally like the old Clone Trooper body. And as you can see here, he still crunches in fairly well right there, as you can see. So I mean, I don't know why they use that newer body, and that's probably why they went with the older one here. And even if you look at his leg articulation, like his knees, which we'll get a closer look at, this is just about what we get with the other one, because the other one, in fact, only goes to 90 degrees. And then they give you a knee swivel, but I mean, come on. I just feel like this body is far superior than that new one, only because you don't have those cons of potentially tearing those soft knee pads and elbow pads, which is going to happen if you crunch up the elbows and the knees too often. But yeah, besides that, looks really cool in terms of paint and everything. So why don't we go ahead and move on into articulation. He can look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. In fact, he could do the whole exorcism 360. He will look down that far. He will not look up at all, which is unfortunate for those jetpack shots because you would really want him to be looking up for him. But yeah, his head just doesn't go up any more than just forward. His arms will go out to a T pose, no butterfly joints. I guess that's the only real improvement on the newer Clone Trooper body. 360 rotation at the shoulder, 360 bicep swivel, double hinge elbows that still go in that far in, so that's really good. Rotation at the wrist, hinging in and out at this wrist, up and down on this one. Abdomen rotation at the mid torso, no ab crunch because the armor plating hits the belt. Ab crunch back is very slight, but it does crunch back ever so slightly. This is the one thing where they do suffer is the splits. So yeah, these clones will not be joining the cheerleading squad, as you can see, which sucks because in themselves they are a squad. So they could have done really well, but they won't kick back at all. Once again, double hinge knees that go that far. And last but not least, you do have ankle articulation that is super stuck going down, but it will go up that far. But I guess it's just stuck because it's hitting that back plate right there. So it will only go flat. Ball rocker hinge as well. So all in all, like I said, I do prefer this older clone body. I feel like it's a lot more sturdy. It's going to outlast those other clone bodies. But I feel like these guys can pose just as well, especially with this body. I feel like they made some slight tweaks and modifications to that old Clone Trooper body in order to give them a little more range of articulation. So I am super pleased and happy with these guys. Super happy that I got two because man, do they look badass together, as you saw at the beginning. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments below because I want to hear from you guys. I'm going to start this. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of this figure and what would you rate it out of 10? With that being said, guys, join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, and so much more. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of these two. And if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez. And I do have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out if you like what you see. Leave me a follow there as well. And if you guys want to see the unboxing of any figures I do reviews on for this channel, go ahead and check me out over on TikTok at CoolFigurez. That's where I post all my unboxings. And join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, and so much more. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jess the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you so much to this channel sponsor, VRare Store. Check them out for all your Funko Pop, anime, Pokemon card, and toy print needs. And of course, use code CoolFigurez at checkout for 10% off your order. VRare Store, check them out, guys.